Valens Research, Uniform Financial Analytics.
And for those of you who don't know CommScope, what CommScope does is CommScope makes basically hardware, technology, equipment, et cetera, that lets you build all sorts of connective systems, right? If you want to do a wide area network for a university or for a business campus, you want to do in-home connectivity, you want to do 5G, you want to make a broadband and an Ethernet solution for a factory to be able to hook up Internet of things. CommScope is one of the companies that basically lets you do that, right? And it's one of the big suppliers that lets you do that. Now, already you can see here that for CommScope, the as reported metrics make this company look way worse than it actually is. The really telling insight that we have here on CommScope, which is what just is earth-shattering when you think about it, is you see a company that on a uniform accounting basis, it's throwing 25% returns off. And right, you say, yeah, returns are low on an as reported basis, but it's probably got good margins, so I would have seen this company anyways. If you looked at as reported data for CommScope, you wouldn't have actually seen this story at all. And the reason you wouldn't have seen this story at all is because you would think CommScope was a negative EPS startup firm. Look at this, right? This chart here is, again, the orange distorted as reported bars versus the uniform accounting true blue profitability of this business on an EPS basis for the last 2 years in 2021 forecast. Last year, looking at as reported metrics, you would have thought earnings dropped, earnings were negative $3.20. In reality, earnings weren't negative $3.20. Earnings were significantly more positive, right? Last 2 years ago, it was $5.57. Last year was $4. Right? As reported metrics are not just making you misunderstand how profitable the business is, they make you think that CommScope, a vital part of connecting everything in the world right now, which is getting more connected, is losing money when CommScope is a 34% return on assets business. You would screen this company out immediately. You would never spend any time on this company, and you would miss a phenomenal investing idea because look at this company. Stable return on assets the last the last 7 years at above 30%. And the market's pricing returns to collapse with growth to be middling, right? That looks like a really interesting business for us to do more due diligence on when we see the uniform accounting data, the right data to look at the company, because we can see through the accounting noise. But we would never see it if we were looking at as reported EPS and saw that EPS is negative. We just screen it out and move on. And we would totally miss a very interesting investing opportunity. Again, this is what's so powerful about uniform accounting and what's so terrifying about as reported metrics is you totally miss the story when you're using as reported data. When you use as reported data, you're getting the wrong investment conclusions, doing wrong modeling decisions, and totally missing it. And on top of that, you have to build these complex DCF models yourself that have errors that you're not aware of in the Excel, that you have to worry about what is your real reason for your justification for your gross margin metric or anything else, as opposed to being able to use a system that gives you so much of that so you can focus on the conversation about whether or not these white bars are right, because we know the blue bars are, as opposed to trying to figure out how is it that I fix this or that adjustment? How is it that I model this or that and actually build the right DCF? Because we've done all of it for you. We've given you the better data and we've given you the tool to be able to get to better insights.
Valens Research, the world's leading source for uniform financial analytics.